So, hey there, what is going on? I'm Aryan Singh and welcome to my podcast, hashtag thatfilmyguy. And today we have very special guest, Madeline Rosene. She's an international singer. She has almost like 1 lakh or 2 lakh followers on Instagram and she's pretty famous. And I must say that she was very kind that she has collaborated with us. And I hope you all guys will liked it. हम लोगों ने काफ़ी सारी बातें करी हैं like YouTube versus TikTok or Let It Be Her life journey. So, here we go. So tell me what's the weather today? Again.
Really beautiful out. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. I just moved here 9 days ago from Los Angeles. I was living in Los Angeles for about 3 years. So I'm just spending time with my mom right now. I grew up here partially. I also grew up in New York City. So it's good to be home.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
So what does your name means actually? I just need to know. What does your
My
name?
name? What does
Yeah.
it mean?
Meaning.
I don't know. I think it's like sort of a French name, but my last name is Swedish. But I don't really know the history of my name, which is maybe not great. But I know there's a cartoon and a storybook about a girl named Madeline, and she was French, and it's derived from the name Madeleine, and then the author of that story decided to change it to Madeline to make it rhyme in the storybook.
So we pronounce it like a Madeline, right?
Yeah, Madeline, yeah.
Okay, so Madeline, how was your schooling?
My schooling, well, I was homeschooled until I was in the third grade, and then I went to school for the first time to a private school, and I was very behind because I had been homeschooled and I had a lot of learning disabilities, and I was dyslexic, so I was behind the other students, so I had to have a tutor, and by the end of my time in 8th grade, I was getting really good grades, and then I went to boarding school for 2 years. And boarding school was really great. I was very academic and competitive academically. And then I wound up getting into college early,
Okay.
actually.
So how boarding school worked there?
How does it work here? Well, you have to have like good grades to get into most boarding schools, like unless it's like a military school or something you're going to as like a punishment. But the boarding schools here are challenging and competitive. And I went to a Quaker school. So like Quakerism is like a Christian affiliated school. So it's like Quakerism is like the Friends group in.
Okay, so I came to know that you love a fashion a lot, aren't you?
Oh yeah,
You love a fashion a lot, right?
I do. I actually went to Parsons, the New School for Design, for a year.
Can you
I
give
love
some
yeah.
advice or tips for fashion?
Like current trends?
Yeah, current trends or advice, like what you do on daily basis? Just this.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I haven't been keeping up with fashion as much now because I'm so involved with music, but I actually just before we got on the call, I was lusting after this Grecian green halter top that I saw on intermix.com, and I'm really into silks and fine fabrics and materials. I think that's what makes an outfit. I'm not into like synthetic materials like polyester. I like beautiful, beautiful silks, and that's what I usually wear when I'm trying to dress to impress.
Okay. Acha, as you say that music and lyrics keep you alone, right? Alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do you think or imagine before writing?
That's a good question. So, I think, sometimes I write when I'm kind of like in a dark or down place, to keep my spirits up. And I sometimes say things over and over again in my head that I think are an interesting way of saying things and understanding them. And sometimes those things that I'm saying get like stuck in my head. Like I remember I wrote this song recently called Lobotomy, which is like taking part of your brain out, and because that day I was just so stressed and I was just like, I just don't want to think anymore, you know? And I kept saying, it's a lobotomy kind of day. And I was just like, okay, those could be lyrics. They're weird, but isn't that what kind of makes it great? You know, just having these weird thoughts and making them beautiful, or trying to.
Okay. So, what made you a writer and later such brilliant singer? What made you that?
Thank you. I guess, well, I have a lot of feelings and emotions. I'm like ultra emotional, and I think as a kid especially I was, and I always flung myself into emotionally turbulent situations that maybe I wasn't ready for. And, you know, I experienced heartbreak at a very young age. And I remember, you know, writing about that experience and just feeling it so hard and wanting to turn that experience into something almost tangible or physical that I could keep, you know? Because I think when you have a negative experience, the human being wants to make something better out of it, naturally.
So, basically, the heartbreak made you do this. A writer.
Definitely. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Heartbreak made me do it.
Okay. Um, okay. I just want to ask that I had read it on your website that your parents had a divorce when you were small.
That my what?
Your parents had a divorce when you were small.
Oh, yes, they did. Yeah, when I was 8. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was your mental condition at that time as a kid? As a kid.
You know, I don't know. I think I was relatively mature as a kid. It's hard to remember now, but I remember worrying that, you know, maybe they didn't love that other half of me anymore, you know, because they explained it like, you know, we don't really love each other in that way anymore. And I remember thinking, okay, well, I'm half of you and half of you. And, you know, that's really worrying to a child. But honestly, my parents were really good about it. They were really kind and thoughtful and responsible, and they didn't involve me too much. You know, I think I feel sorry for a lot of kids who have to go to like court with their
Yeah.
parents
Yeah.
and choose between the two. And also, I remember thinking, you know, well, I'll just go to boarding school and I'll just be independent and I won't have to pick who to live with. And, you know, I figured out ways to figure it out. And it, you know, they're just really good parents. So it was okay.
What was your happiest moment with them or with life?
Wow. Oh God. Great question. I have so many happy memories of my childhood. It was a very privileged upbringing, to be honest. You know, things are different now, but we traveled a lot because we lived in two places. So my dad's a pilot, actually. So we would all pile into our little airplane and travel from Ohio to New York City and back and forth. It was like being in the family van in a way. You know, it was like, but we were in a plane and the dog would be with us, and it was really cool. And, you know, it was a really cool upbringing. Yeah.
So you enjoyed your childhood, kind of, right?
Definitely. I mean, yeah, if I was complaining about it, there would be something wrong with me.
Okay. So my question to you is, who was the biggest influencer of your?
The biggest influence of my life? Like person? Well, for my songwriting, I would definitely say Alanis Morissette because and Elliott Smith, just those two artists for sure. They're both very, very brave, and I think songwriting takes an exceptional amount of bravery if you're going to do it right. You know, you don't want to do the same things that everybody else is doing because what is the point? You know?
Yeah.
So I think Alanis Morissette just like takes what she's feeling inside and finds a way to make it work, and even if it's weird and kind of abrasive or aggressive, even, you know, it still sounds beautiful and inspiring.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, Elliott Smith was kind of a tortured soul, and he you know, he used that to make beautiful things too. And, you know, I've been saying that over and over again, but songwriting is all about taking something kind of messed up and turning it into something great.
Yeah.
So,
It's solution oriented.
Okay. Okay.
so how would you describe yourself as a child? Like when you were a child, growing up with your parents, and how did you how basically you will describe yourself as that child, small Madeline, how she was.
I used to lie to my friends and tell them I was Pippi Longstocking.
We all
actually.
lie at that age, right?
I don't know. I was a weird kid. I would dress up a lot, and I had a fascination with storybook characters like Pippi Longstocking and Madeline and things like that. And I was always like, I wanted to be like adventurous, but I was actually like like kind of timid in a way. But we had a farm that we lived on a farm in Ohio. It was like a 72-acre farm. So I was always in the woods, like walking around singing stuff. I was making up little songs in my head when I was a
Acha,
really little kid.
from that child.
What's up? As a child?
Yeah, as a child you started thinking about the songs and the write-ups.
I did. Almost like I think I remember doing it when I was like 9 or 10. Just I would get like in these melancholy states. I had nothing to be melancholy about or sad, and I was just very dramatic. And I would go in my woods and just sing to myself and be like a little loner loser and make up stuff. I don't know.
Okay. Acha, so what are your future goals? Like
Future goals?
yeah,
Okay,
you're a really
yeah.
successful singer and your Instagram feed is really impressive. What are your future goals? Like what do you have to do next?
Okay, so right now this is what I'm working on. I have an album coming out hopefully this year. It's called Everyday Existential Crisis.
Oh, great.
And yeah, it's great. I love the album artwork is almost done. It's being photographed hopefully this weekend. And so I want to put that out. It's not going to have a ton of tracks on it, probably like 8 or 9. Currently we're mixing all the songs. I just got a final mix back yesterday of Lobotomy, actually. And I'm about to put out a music video for my song Talking to Myself. That was on the last album, so I'm just doing like a late music video. But you know, to be honest, I don't really care like when the music videos come out. Like I don't think it matters. Like everybody's like, well, you have to have the single release and then you have to have the music video and that all has to happen like at the same time or whatever, you know, like everybody thinks there's like a structure for things. There doesn't have to be a structure. Just put it out when it comes out, you know? Yeah. So, and I'm also working on getting a better marketing team so that the videos can have more views.
So do you manage your Instagram feed yourself only?
Is it what?
You manage your Instagram feed yourself only?
Oh no, I actually just got someone to help me. She's amazing. She's like basically my assistant now, and do you know the band Linkin Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was their fan manager in Mexico. So she's very experienced with like fan management, which like, you know, I never thought I would need help with that.
Yeah.
But I do. Because I can't respond to everybody, and for a while I was trying to respond to everyone, and it just got
Hopefully
so
you
hard.
you respond us, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, because your Instagram feed looks really impressive, like 100 plus K followers and right.
Now your website too. Your website looks
Yeah,
so
your website.
amazing too.
Thank you guys.
I really read that out, the whole thing. It was like so amazing.
Oh, that makes me really happy because I've put so much work into all those things, and it's, you know, it's taken a long time.
Hard work pays off, right?
Oh, I so believe that. And I so believe you can do whatever you want and you can do it all, but you just have to go for it. And I know you guys know that because you're doing what you want to do, and it makes me really happy
Thank you
to see
so much.
people
So
like
sweet
that.
of you to mentioning us.
Of course.
Acha, Madeline, can you tell me what are your regrets? Like, do you have any regrets?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I've behaved stupidly before, and I
Uh-huh.
have not always been honest with myself, and that's something that I struggle with all the time. And I think a lot of other people struggle with that too. it's hard. I think one of the hardest things in life is to be honest with yourself because sometimes you don't actually know how you feel about something, you know?
Very
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
It is
And
very
I
true.
think song. Oh, go ahead.
It is like very true that yes, sometimes there are times when we don't feel good about ourselves only. We are not honest to ourselves. It is like
Yes.
this is the biggest regret we
Yeah.
face in our daily life also.
Yeah, because when you're not honest with yourself, it's really hard to be honest with other people. And then I think, yeah, I think I regret those things in a way. But I think songwriting helps me so much with that. Because sometimes I don't know how I feel about something until I write a song about it. And then I can explore it in a way that's so honest, and I have this kind of protective shield that it is a song, and it is entertainment, but it is so real, you know?
Yeah.
So do you like Hindi? Do you know something about Hindi?
I really wish I did. Can you guys teach me everything?
Yeah.
Definitely, definitely.
Definitely.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I had listened some of your songs, right? And in
Yeah.
which you had mentioned, "I'll be rich, you'll be coming back," seventh grade and all. What does it
Now,
mean?
that basically was your starting song, I guess.
Yeah.
First song. It was your
It was the
first
first
song.
song.
How did you find that song?
We
guys-
told you. We checked your website so clearly.
Yeah, in fact, we had read it line by line actually to know
Yes.
what does it mean.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, cool. Yeah, that song was like the first like real song that I wrote on guitar, and it was like, someday you will regret this, the day when I'm rich and famous. And I was in 7th grade when I
Yeah.
wrote that, and I was thinking like, yeah, someday I'll be someone and then you'll be sad about this.
Something like revenge.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm all about revenge stories, and
Okay.
That is
it's
so
bad.
interesting.
Okay, ask me that again.
Okay. Okay.
What is the proudest moment of you? Like till yet?
Whew, okay, yeah, the proudest moment, I guess. Wow, that's hard. I mean, sometimes after like successful shows, I feel really proud, you know? Like if people actually show up and it's a great crowd and they really seem like to get the music and they're feeling it, like that's a proud moment for me. But I think honestly my album release party for this album was unbelievable. Like there were like probably 300 people there, and everybody was having such a great time, and I felt like I helped people have a good time, and that's always a really good feeling for me. And just bringing like together the sponsors, and I mean it was a wild party. Everybody was having fun. So that was a very proud moment for me,
that was
and also just
really
like
good.
finishing the album was just a big milestone. So that was probably it.
Okay. So tell me any funniest story that your friends or your family tells about you. Any funniest story?
Like when you were child, you doing some
Yeah.
mushing cheese.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that my family makes fun of me for. I guess, oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
Any one story? Any one story?
Every childhood
Mom.
holds an embarrassing thing. Don't worry about
I'm
that.
gonna ask my mom. My mom's right over there. I'm gonna ask her if she's got a better one. What's the lamest thing I did as a kid that you mock me for?
Oh, well, I can tell you what you still do, and that is you'll just get on like a certain food
Oh, that's true.
and only eat that food.
Yeah, I get obsessed with things like certain foods, and I will only eat that food for like sometimes 2 months straight.
In every
Oh.
meal.
For every meal.
I had the
And it's
same
really-
thing. I had the same thing.
You do? Oh, that's
That was so funny. We all had, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, what food do you wish didn't exist? Like, what
Oh,
do you
God.
hate?
I really, really don't like tomatoes. I don't even eat ketchup because I don't like tomatoes.
Why? May I ask
I know,
you
isn't that
why?
weird? I don't know. I think it's like the acidity or like, I don't know.
Tomatoes? They're good.
Yeah.
They're good for skin.
No.
too.
Wait, you know what though? Here's the weird thing. I love korma. And I
Korma.
know that Yeah, korma it's tomato based, right?
Okay.
So that's an exception, I guess.
Here in India, what do? We put tomatoes, okay? We cut them
Uh-huh.
as a salad, like round one, and we
Yeah.
eat like with salt, just this way.
Ugh.
Your expression. But
Wow.
this is the thing to mention that such great singer don't like tomatoes. Oh man.
Yeah, that can be the headline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madeline don't like tomatoes.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Okay. Coming towards, what were your best resources that helped you to become a singer? Like
Oh,
support,
wow.
actually.
Best resources I had. Okay, I think a lot of people are afraid to do it because they think, well, there's the odds are against you, right? Because a lot of people want to be musicians or be this, be like a star or whatever. But I guess I think my best resource was seeing my mom doing it because she's a jazz vocalist. And I think I thought to myself, oh, well, this is a profession that someone can have realistically. And I also think that I don't take it too seriously. And I think a lot of people make the mistake of taking it very seriously. And I think that can go against you because really it should be a therapeutic thing and it should be something that you have no other choice but to do, right? Because I wish that I loved something as much as I love music, but it's not out there.
So basically in India, what it is here, like parents just generally says to pursue some studies like BTech and all in the studies, but they just forced to do the job actually, not this singing and all passion to try to follow that passion. So was there any difficulty while pursuing your passion and all?
You mean like, did anybody say you shouldn't do this?
When
Oh,
you were
sure.
when you were at initial stage, not that much of famous, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think people still say it. I think
People still
it's also in my head still. You know, it's like, do people even give a shit about this? Who am I helping? What am I doing? Like, shouldn't I be like a doctor saving lives or something? You know, I think in a lot of ways I feel like it's a selfish thing. But you can't let that doubt seep into your head all the time because it's not going to get you anywhere. And you know, even if it is a selfish pursuit, it's still something that you have.
How is the COVID reacting there? Sorry, affecting there? COVID?
Oh, COVID. Yeah. Well, I'm in Ohio now, and as you can see, it's very spacious. We've got a lot of land, and you know, it's not as bad here as it is in like places like LA or New York or God forbid Florida because nobody wants to wear a mask there. And it's just you know, Americans are very particular about keeping their freedoms. Of course, we want freedom. Freedom is everything. But I think when it comes down to it, it's like all the countries that started wearing masks quickly, like they you know, they're doing the best. It's just statistics. Like you can look at it; it's clear as day. So it's a little unfortunate, but yeah, there are certain states here where it's better than others. So I'm sure you guys have that there too, where it's like certain areas are
We have.
worse.
We have the
Yeah.
perfect lockdown over here. Nobody is out.
Wow.
Yeah. And we
So
wear
what's
masks.
the economy must be suffering terribly
Huh, it is. It must.
here too.
Okay. My question to you is, as I'm a cinematographer, right? And I also
Uh-huh.
personally shoot videos, right?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so what are the problems that you face during some shoots? Like there might be some problems, right?
Yeah. There's never a shoot that's totally perfect. But I mean, they're pretty damn close. Like the last one I did was just like me and Ben and my friend Bree who did my makeup. And Ben Shawnee, who does my music videos, he is like my best friend and he's so talented and easy to work with. And we just do things like friends. We're just like, all right, well, let's go out on the street and we'll wing it, and we're just gonna take this music video. But for the video for Numb, like there were so many people involved, and it was definitely the biggest music video shoot I've ever
Oh,
coordinated.
Numb.
And
I watched
obviously,
this like last night,
oh really?
and this
Awesome.
that was awesome. Like that cinematic shots and all that were really good.
It was really cool. I had to take dance classes before that because I'm such a miserable dancer.
Yeah.
But
No, you
it's
are not a miserable
No,
dancer.
no.
yeah, if you only knew how hard that was for me. But basically, I think the biggest part about production is like the organization that goes into it and getting everybody on board to show up on time, to bring the things they need to bring, to get all the hair and makeup done quickly, to find the power outlets. Where are the power outlets? Like there's so many variables that production can be kind of a nightmare if it's not planned way ahead of time. Luckily, everything went pretty smoothly with that shoot. We almost ran out of time. Actually, we did run out of time. And so Ben Shawnee, the videographer, had to go down and ask the guy who owned the venue, like, look, dude, we're so sorry, but we did not finish and we need 2 more hours. And the guy goes, it's fine. Just take the 2 hours. And he didn't even charge us, which was amazing. Small miracles happen on set, and it's always exciting.
Yeah. This is my personal question to you. Okay. So,
I'm ready.
I'm just asking. I just really want to sorry. I'm really excited to ask you this question, that what are your beauty tips you follow? Beauty tips, not the clothing one.
Beauty
It's about the beauty tips, yeah.
I really think trying to maintain your skincare is like the number one thing. I think less is more for everything. I think trying to find makeup that looks very natural for your skin is also everything. Like kind of getting like a glowy, dewy look is very easy if you can find makeup for your skin tone that really matches. So I'm always looking for products like that. I can name a few brands that I love. I use this brand called Diana's European Skincare, which like nobody knows about and they need to. And I use Dr. Brandt for like foundation, I guess. I use like BB creams. I don't really like foundations because they clog your pores. So I'm always going to stuff that's less harsh for your skin.
I wish, and all the girls out there might wish the same, that we can have these products in India itself.
Oh man, yeah, I mean, thank God for the access that we have to these crazy great brands here. But yeah, I know. I feel really lucky right now.
Here in India, we also have a good brands named as L'Oreal, Maybelline. We have different brands. They are like really good. I hope Maybelline is also over there. I hope so.
Oh yeah, we definitely have that. It's great. It's good
Yeah,
stuff.
it's I guess L'Oreal also.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they are like very good.
They have some
brands.
headquarters over here.
Yeah, they are very good.
Yeah, really
brands.
good.
Girls
Yeah.
talks. It's just going over my head. Okay, so till now, what lesson you had learned from your life till now? What's the most important lesson?
I think the most important lesson I learned is that everybody is so, so different. And that is what you need to recognize and promote in yourself. Like you had to find what's different about you and kind of not exploit it, but like show the world, why are you different? And as soon as you start doing that, people respond to it. Because, I think a lot of societies want people to conform and they want them to do certain things. But at the end of the day, people like to see new things. They like to see original things. So I think the more you can develop your originality and understand it, the farther you'll go.
So true.
So true. Yeah. Do you like to travel?
Yes, I really like to travel. I don't like to do it all at once or all the time because I get very exhausted from traveling. But I love to see new places and go places and explore. I've been to Italy and France and England and Canada and like random places like Bermuda and stuff, and I've been all over the United States. But I really need to go to Asia, and I mean, there's so many places I haven't been that I want to go to, so
Yeah.
goals.
Yeah. Like, do you like places like somewhat beach types or cities?
Oh yeah, I'm all about the beach. I love to be close to the water. It's very calming.
Okay. Okay. You must visit or Goa. It's also nice.
Where is it?
Goa. It's in India.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll put that on my list.
Yeah. In India, we have different places, mountains or
Hills,
Hills,
mountain,
yeah.
hills.
It's a
so
huge country, so yeah, I imagine.
So, Miss Jigyasha Raj Bajpayee will be asking you some rapid fire questions, and you have to answer it
Okay.
quickly. Okay?
Quickly, as
Okay.
soon as possible. Okay, so here we go. Who has
Okay.
been kindest of your life? Who has been
Who has been
kindest of your life? Like, who is very kind of your life? Like, till yet.
Okay, wow. Oh my god, this is so hard.
you don't have to
my,
think.
My
You
best
don't
friend.
have to think.
My best friend.
What?
Definitely my best friend.
Okay.
Can I name two people?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
Definitely my best friends, Mallory and Claire. They've been my friends since I was since the third grade for Mallory, and before that, Claire. I mean, we've known each other since we were babies. So, I mean, we've had lifelong friendships, so I would have to say them, yeah.
Okay, and best compliment ever received?
I guess somebody told me I was similar. I wrote similarly to Elliott Smith, and that was like, whoa, thank you.
Oh.
Acha, best tip for making a world a better place?
What, best advice for it?
Best tip for making a world a better place?
I'd say be yourself. Be yourself, as long as you're not mean
Okay.
and you don't suck. Be yourself.
Okay, so what do you suggest a younger Madeline?
Yeah. I mean, I think I would tell her that she should have focused more. I think I would have said, I know you want to do everything, and you can, and you might be happy doing that, but you will accomplish more if you focus on one thing.
Damn, if you must have focus, more about it, you will be you will be more successful. Like still you're like so successful and so happening, and still if you would have focused more, then what do you want from life, man? You're so successful, you're so focused. Look at us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I quit music for like a while, I gave up on it, and I just didn't think it was for me anymore, and I wish I hadn't done that. So, you talk about regrets, that's definitely one of them, and it just requires focus and determination. So, yeah.
Acha, which 3 apps you can uninstall anytime? Like anytime.
Like I couldn't.
You would.
Oh,
You
I
can.
would. If like ones that I don't like.
Yeah. Nahin, it's not about the you don't like or like. The question is this: which 3 apps you can uninstall anytime? If you are said, you have to. Whether it is WhatsApp, Instagram, any app. What will be there?
I don't know, really. I try not to have too many apps because I get overwhelmed.
Let's suppose your phone storage is full, okay? And you need to free some apps. Which 3 random apps would it be? Yeah.
Probably this app called Preview.
Preview app. Okay.
Yeah. And maybe Bank of America?
Okay. Banking app. Does their
And
TikTok works?
maybe what?
Does their TikTok works? TikTok?
Oh, TikTok. I hate TikTok.
Yeah,
We can
yeah,
get-
me too,
get
me
rid
too.
of
Give
TikTok.
me a high five. Give me a high five.
Same-
Give me a high
same
five.
here.
Oh.
Same here, guys. Come on.
It's just too much. There are too many options.
Yeah.
Like, I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah. Even in India it's banned right now.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Like there was some kind of war, YouTube versus TikTok, between content creators.
Oh god, it's so exhausting.
Like TikTokers were saying that their platform is much better than YouTube, and YouTubers are saying that their platform is better, right?
God, people need to calm down.
Yeah, and the funniest part is, in between this, content creators like YouTubers, they are just making money by generating views in this
Right.
fight.
Oh, I know. I know. And
Yeah.
and half the content isn't even good, and it's like, why am I watching this?
I guess it's just for a time pass. Like, yeah, TikTok is just for time pass.
Yeah.
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 So how has your life been different than you imagined?
I try not to have too many expectations for my life. You know, I set goals and I make plans. I think planning is really important. It keeps me from going crazy. But I guess I've thought that I was going to go certain directions for a long time. I wanted to be a doctor. And I thought, you know, I would go to medical school maybe. But I know my life has changed a lot. I've lived so many different places now, so I never really know what to expect. And I think my upbringing made me like that. It was always very, I never knew what was going to happen next. You know, my parents got divorced. We moved around a lot. There was always something exciting or different happening, you know, good and bad. And I think it prepared me to be able to just pick up and go if I need to go, or go with the flow and take the punches as they're coming and keep going. And I'm very grateful for that.
Okay. That's the end of the rapid fire round. Finally. we generally used to do
Yes.
namaste.
Yeah, like this. Yeah, like this.
Yeah, because that was hard on my anxiety. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So I will leave all the handles of her. You guys can check it out.
Okay.
The YouTube and Instagram. You must visit Instagram actually. It's
Yeah.
very impressive.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so that's it for today's episode. I hope you all guys liked it. And give a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and if you are on Spotify, then do must follow. If you are on iTunes, then you can subscribe it too.
Yeah.
Can you also just say it once again that our audience can? Yeah.
Yes. Subscribe, everybody. Subscribe on Spotify. Let's go. Follow all the channels.
Thank you so much. You're really a kind person.
You can try to hurt me cause you think I did you wrong. Yeah, I know you're feeling strongly like the kind